first. And of course, that's very difficult to do, because we are selfish beings. Yeah? So how do we do it? How do we put other people before ourselves? How do we put other people before ourselves? I don't know the answer. Yeah? I try to do it, but it's very difficult. Yeah? Because naturally I think of myself. So I have to call on some higher power. I have to call on something else in the universe. Call it the enlightened mind, call it Allah, whatever you call it, it is a higher power. It is something beyond myself. And with the help of that something beyond myself, I can then begin to see the truth, the value of placing others before myself. But what is the ultimate sacrifice? The ultimate giving? The ultimate giving, of course, is to give one's own life for somebody else. And in Islam we have many stories of this kind, especially from the Sufi tradition. Yeah? We have the story of the 3 men who were accused of plotting, and they were taken to be executed. So what happens is that one man rushes forward and says, "Please execute me first." So the ruler says, Why do you want this? Why do you want to be executed first? So the man says, "Well, I wanted my brothers to have a few more minutes of life." So the king was so impressed by this, or the caliph, whoever he was so impressed by this act of generosity that he let all of them go free. So I find this a very, very beautiful story from the Islamic tradition. Now, of course, I don't know what your attitude is to Sufism. Sufism is sometimes regarded as acceptable, or in parts acceptable, in other parts not acceptable. Yeah? We have a great task before us. Each of us comes from a different place in the world, a different religious tradition, but here we are. We have the same needs. As the Bhikshuni was saying, we have need for love, for affection, for food, yeah? for clothing, for shelter. Yeah? We all share similar joys, similar sorrows. We're afraid of death, afraid of pain. Yeah? So it should be easy to understand one another and to put our humanity first and our religion second. Now, there's more to be said here, of course, because religion changes